What's up? I'm Coach Dan Blewett. I'm a former pro pitcher. In today's video, we're going to talk about what is pitching backwards and how you might use it in your game. In today's video, we're going to talk about what is pitching backwards. How does that affect you? How does it affect hitters? When should you use it? When should you not? And we'll just clear up the general myth of what this pitching strategy entails. So the first thing to cover here is what is pitching backwards. Pitching backwards is when you throw a breaking ball in a traditional fastball count. Now, fastball counts are traditionally anytime the pitcher is behind or perhaps even. But again, it's highly dependent on the pitcher himself. But in general, the fastball counts are 0-0, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 2-1, and 3-1. Now, 3-2 could also be a fastball count. If you have a really amazing fastball, you throw super hard, then every count could kind of be a fastball count, more than if your breaking ball is really good and your breaking ball is not. So the big thing to understand is the fastball counts are predicated on the fastball being the best pitch to get you a strike. That's why we call it a fastball count. So 1-0 is a fastball count because you as a pitcher want to catch up and get to 1-1. So throwing a fastball, which for the vast majority of pitchers is their most easily located pitch because it's straight, then that's why it's a fastball count. Now, the better you are at locating all of your pitches, your fastball, your curveball, your changeup, your sinker, whatever, the more these rules get pliable and they start to not really apply at all. So if you go back to Jamie Moyer, Greg Maddux, Mark Burley, pitchers that didn't throw as hard later on, who were exceptional at locating everything they threw, they could throw any pitch at any time. So fastball counts to them didn't mean that much, but the hitters still have the same mindset. So the other way to think about fastball counts is, when is a hitter very sure that he's getting a fastball? 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. Those ones, he's pretty sure he's getting a fastball because he knows you don't want to walk him, and that either means the next pitch will walk him, like 3-0, 3-1, or you're really close to getting way behind and getting in trouble. So that's sort of how fastball counts work, and that's important to understand, because if you don't know what a fastball count is, then pitching backwards means nothing to you. Pitching backwards just means that you're throwing off-speed pitches, any of them, in fastball counts. So Mark Burley, when he's 2-0, slider. Jamie Moyer, he's 3-1, changeup. Greg Maddux, he's 1-0, curveball, right? That's what pitching backwards is. And it's really tough for the hitter because they're like, all right, 2-0, I've done my work, I was patient, I took 2 close pitches, I'm ahead 2-0, now I get my prize, I get that juicy fastball because the pitcher wants to catch up. And now if he gets a 2-0 slider for called strike 1, he's like, God, that sucks. Like, I'm ready to hit, and now I'm getting 2-0 sliders. And now 2-1, Jamie Moyer throws you another changeup. Kyle Hendricks throws you a 3-1 slider, and you're like, what do? I have no idea what's coming now. And that's what makes those pitchers so effective, and that's why command is so important, much more so than velocity. Velocity is very important, but command can really open up a lot of things for you. Now, it bears mentioning, what is a breaking ball count? Well, breaking ball counts are pretty obvious. Especially young pitchers, they're going to throw breaking balls anytime they're ahead. So that means 0-1, 1-2, 0-2. Those are the only 3 counts where you're ahead in the count. So, breaking ball counts, hitters also have a general awareness of those, but they still understand that you can throw any pitch when you're ahead. Hitters get that. He's probably going to throw me his nasty slider now that he's got me 0-2, but I know he can throw anything he wants because the pitcher's so far ahead that he has no qualms about throwing any pitch in any location, because if he misses, no big deal, right? So that's important to understand, and all this stuff goes back to risk and reward and understanding margin for error at the plate. So if you aim for a pitch, if you're a pitcher and you aim down the middle on your first pitch, which is right in the center of this cool bat that I'm using, you're not throwing down the middle because you want to hit your fastball spot right down the middle. You're throwing down the middle because you can miss 6 inches in all directions and still get your called strike. That's why you aim down the middle. You don't aim down the middle to intentionally throw it there. It's never, if you could throw every pitch on the black, you would do it, right? But you know that if you aim on the black for every pitch and you miss by 2 inches off here, it's a ball, whereas 2 inches is very accurate, right? So again, this whole conversation, I'll link to in the description below to a video that I did explaining this to a group of Turkish nationals all about the counts, how they work, and why you would choose certain slices of the plate versus others. And that's an important part here too, because pitching backwards doesn't have to just mean breaking ball versus fastball. It can also mean what part of the plate you're throwing to. So if it's 3-1, let me give you an example. If it's 3-1 and I have no one on first, no one on second, and an important run on third base, and it's 2 outs, I have two bases that are open. So on 3-1, you might say, okay, I need to throw a strike and aim over the middle so I can catch up in the count. Ordinarily, that might make sense, but if there's a really important run on third and no one on those 2 bases, walking this hitter doesn't really hurt me, does it? So therefore, pitching backwards in that situation might be, I'm gonna have my catcher set up on the black of the plate for this next fastball, even though it's 3-1, even though that increases the likelihood that I walk him, because there's no downside. If I hit my spot, he's either gonna be out if he puts it in play, probably. He's gonna take it for called strike 2, or I miss and it's a ball and he goes to first base and no one's hurt, right? So that is also sort of an example of pitching backwards, probably the less used situation of it. That also can be called sometimes pitching around the guy. And now the difference between pitching around someone and pitching backwards, I think, is a very big distinction, because for me, if it's that situation, key run on third, 2 bases open, important hitter up, if I'm attacking the black of the plate, like with aggressiveness, just knowing that that's my strategy, that's not pitching around the guy in the sense that I'm being passive and I'm afraid of him. Pitchers pitched around Barry Bonds because they were legitimately afraid that he was so good that they could make a good pitch and he'd pump it over the outfield wall. That's different. That's pitching around somebody when you're really like, we just don't want to face you, so it's going to be sliders, like everything out, like we don't even want to bother with you. But saying, I have a plan because that run doesn't need a score and I'm not going to let him score, so therefore you're getting nasty sliders on the corner of the plate, and if I get you out, great, and if I don't, no big deal. That's different. That's an aggressive, confident plan versus I'm afraid of you and I'm just going to sort of throw stuff up there and almost like intentionally walk you without intentionally walking you. That makes sense. So hopefully today's video helps. This is an important thing to understand. Sometimes in some situations, all pitchers need to pitch backwards. It's smart pitching sometimes. And then there are also pitchers who don't have as much stuff, who don't throw as hard, don't have the dirty breaking ball, and they need to pitch backwards a high percentage of the time, a la Kyle Hendricks, Greg Maddux, Jamie Moyer, Mark Burley, all those guys who are exceptional command pitchers of everything that they threw. So hopefully you understand the difference a little bit better after today's video. And if you want to learn more about pitching, strategy, all this stuff, check out the description below where you'll find my books, other videos, my courses, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.